Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jack from Halo Cryotherapy. Just sitting in the Normatec compression boots here. Thought I'd hop on and talk a little bit about marathon recovery since the Twin Cities Marathon's rapidly approaching for many of you. And I know for me personally, throughout my marathon training and recovery, that cryotherapy and Normatec compression has been a huge help for me. So I just wanted to touch base and talk a little bit about why cryotherapy can help aid the recovery process and help you get more out of your training and help you to perform a little bit better. Marathon training, 26.2 miles, 13.1 miles, any of the distances is a long, grueling process on the body. A lot of impact on the joints, a lot of inflammation building up from training multiple times a week. Whether you're running 3, 4, or 5 times a week and tossing in some cross training in there, however you approach it, the body needs to recover as hard as it trains. Delayed onset muscle soreness is a concern. It's an issue. It causes those first 3 miles when you wake up in the morning to really be difficult. Loosen up, fight through those aches and pains. And cryotherapy can help with that. So when I was in high school, back in the day, football, 2-a-days, I was hopping into a big ice tub. And it helped. It helped with delayed onset muscle soreness. Ice baths and traditional ice therapies are different than cryotherapy. There's a few differences, and I'll touch base on a little bit of that as well. But the reason that cryotherapy is such an amazing tool is its 2 main actions are on reducing inflammation and increasing blood flow. If we can do those 2 things in the human body, we are better off, we are recovering better, and our tissues are repairing themselves at a higher rate. The actions that cryotherapy has on those things are due to the emergency response, an extreme rapid drop in skin temperature in a very short period of time alerts the emergency receptors in our skin. The body sends all the blood from our skin into our core to protect our vital organs. And when we step out, we get all this vigorous blood flow. Our blood vessels throughout the body vasodilate, and it sends all that positive blood flow from our core, picking up nutrients and oxygen out to the extremities, to the soft tissue, through the joints, to the connective tissue that normally does not get that great of blood flow. So helps to aid in recovery by providing those soft tissues with the nutrients and oxygenated blood flow that they need to repair and recover. Endorphins, everybody loves them. We run to get the endorphin release. We work out as a group to get the endorphin release. We do a lot of crazy things to feel that endorphin rush. Cryotherapy provides a huge endorphin release. The way that can help us is it alleviates aches and pains right away, as endorphins are our body's natural painkillers. It boosts our mood, and it just helps us feel really, really good. I love the endorphin release. Everybody that I know, for the most part, really enjoys a good endorphin rush. So cryotherapy can provide that as well as alleviate some of those nagging aches and pains that come along with the training process. The anti-inflammatory proteins are a huge piece of the puzzle. Anti-inflammatory proteins, or cytokines as they're called in our bloodstream, are elevated. Some people call them cold shock proteins because they are only produced when we are alerted to extreme cold temperatures throughout our system. So those anti-inflammatory proteins help to reduce systemic existing inflammation, as well as keep inflammation at bay as it tries to pile up throughout the rest of our training process as we continue on. So if we have inflammation from rheumatoid arthritis, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, some of those different inflammatory conditions such as those, or athletic activity and inflammation in our muscle tissue, our body treats it all the same. And our body is benefiting from having higher levels of anti-inflammatory proteins in our bloodstream. So that's a huge tool that is different from an ice bath that you are provided with cryotherapy. So One of the other things that I also like to touch on with cryotherapy and the services that we provide at Halo is something that we call squeeze and freeze. If you can see here, I'm sitting down with the Normatex on, getting my squeeze. This is the first step of the process in our squeeze and freeze. The Normatec compression or pulse recovery system is a 5-chamber full leg compression massage treatment. People sit in this chair that we have or on our massage table for 30 minutes. You get a good nice squeeze. It flushes stagnant blood flow and toxins up out of the legs and reintroduces in a pulsatory pattern fresh oxygenated blood flow back into the legs, into that soft tissue to help with the recovery process. So as you notice as I'm talking, one of the main things is helping with blood flow to these tissues that we're using on a regular basis. So as we're training and as we're using those muscles, pounding the pavement, our body needs to recover. So these are two great tools to attack that inflammation and sore muscle tissue. Some of the things that Normatec prides themselves on is that with regular use of the compression, we're increasing our range of motion and flexibility of the muscles in the legs by increasing blood flow, and we're also lessening the pain sensitivity. So it reduces acute pain in the muscles over time as we use them throughout our training process. Something that I want to feature as a part of our marathon recovery highlight here over the next couple weeks is the squeeze and freeze promotion for anybody that is participating in any of the Twin Cities Medtronic Marathon weekend. If you can bring in your bib number or an email proof of your participation before or after the race, we will provide you with a $25 squeeze and freeze. So you get the 30-minute compression massage session, and then you follow it up with the whole body cryotherapy session as well. That for $25. Pretty sweet deal. It has been a huge tool for me in my marathon training in the past. I ran the Twin Cities last year and loved what it was able to do for me throughout my training process. So any questions, reach out to us, 612-787-2796. You can email me directly at jack@halocryo.com, or you can email the office at info@halocryo. That squeeze and freeze promo is by appointment only. They will fill up. These are 30-minute appointments. So make sure to call us, get on the books, use it throughout your training process and leading up to the race and after the race. I will be near Grand Ave cheering you guys on with Lululemon crew, and look forward to seeing some smiling faces late in that race because we're recovering and getting ready for it. Thank you so much for a little bit of your time here today. I'm going to get the rest of my squeeze in, hop in for a freeze, and go get a run in. See you guys out on the road.